Sorry I took the last Halo.
That's okay. I'm sorry I ratted you out to the IRS.
You did what?
Orange is a French multinational telecommunications corporation. The corporation was founded on January 1st, 1988, and to this very day, the corporation is still alive and healthy. So, how did it become so popular? Let's find out.
Wait, what?
Nationalized service from 1878 to the 1980s. In 1792, under the French Revolution, the first communication network was developed to enable the rapid transmission of information in a warring and unsafe country. That was the optical telegraphy network of Claude Chappe. In 1878, after the invention of the electrical telegraph and then the invention of the telephone, the French state created a Ministry of Posts and Telegraphs. Telephone services were nationalized and added to the ministry in 1889. However, it was not until 1923 that the second T for telephones appeared in the Department of P&T, Posts and Telegraphs, became PTT. In 1941, a general direction of telecommunications was curated within this ministry. Then, in 1944, the National Center of Telecommunications Studies, which can be abbreviated as CNET, was curated to develop the telecommunications industry in France. In the 1970s, France attempted to make up for its delay in developing communications infrastructure compared to other countries by launching the Programme Delta LP, which is increasing the main lines. It was at that time the majority of the local loop was built. That is all the cables linking in the users to the operator. Moreover, with the help of French manufacturers, digital switching, Minitel, and the GSM standard were invented by engineers and CNET researchers. In 1982, Telecom introduced the Minitel online ordering for its customers. Creation of France Telecom from 1988 to 1997. Until 1988, France Télécom was known as the Direction Générale des Télécommunications, a division of the Ministry of Posts and Telecommunications. It became anonymous in 1990. This was in response to a European directive aimed at making competition mandatory in public services from January 1st, 1998. The 2nd of July of 1990, bill changed France Telecom into an operator of public law, with Marcel Roulet as the first chairman. Since then, the company had a separate body corporate from the state and acquired financial autonomy. It was privatized by Lionel Jospin's Plural Left government starting on January 1st, 1998. The French government, both directly and through its holding company, ERAP, continues to hold a stake of almost 27% in the company. In addition, the French government has a role in naming the CEO. In September 1995, Michel Bon was appointed to run France Telecom Group. Roaring 90s from 1997 to 2000. In 1997, the capital of the new public company was successfully floated, whereas the dot-com bubble phenomenon made the stock exchange bullish. A second share offering occurred in 1998. France Telecom got behind in the internationalization launched by its international competitors, such as Vodafone. Thus, it started looking for targets at the highest speculation rate of the dot-com bubble. Moreover, its alliance with Deutsche Telekom, based on a reciprocal capital contribution of 2%, broke off when Deutsche Telekom announced that they were planning to do business with Telecom Italia without letting the French know, even if this project ended up failing. Acquisition of Orange and privatization. In July 1991, Hutchison Telecom, a UK subsidiary of the Hong Kong-based conglomerate Hutchison Whampoa, acquired a controlling stake in Microtel Communications Limited, which by then had acquired a license to develop a mobile network in the United Kingdom. Hutchison renamed Microtel to Orange Personal Communication Services Limited, and on April 28, 1994, the Orange brand was launched in the UK mobile phone market. A holding company structure was adopted in 1995 with the establishment of Orange Place. In April 1996, Orange went public and floated on the London Stock Exchange and NASDAQ, majority owned by Hutchison, which is 48.22%, followed by BAE, which is 21.1%. In June 1996, it became the youngest company to enter the FTSE 100, valued at £2.4 billion. In October 1999, the German conglomerate Mannesmann AG acquired Orange for a price equivalent to 7,900 euros per customer, which is equivalent to $33 billion, which is equivalent to 33 billion US dollars. Mannesmann's acquisition of Orange triggered Vodafone to make a hostile takeover bid for Mannesmann. Shortly thereafter, in February 2000, Vodafone acquired Mannesmann for 183 billion US dollars and decided to divest Orange because EU regulations would not allow it to hold two mobile licenses. In August 2000, France Telecom bought Orange Place from Vodafone for a total estimated cost of 39.7 billion euros. At the time, France Telecom also bought stakes in several other international firms: Global One, Equant, Internet Telecom, FreeServe, Airasmas, NTL, and Mobilecom, of which some have since been sold back. Through this process, France Telecom became the fourth biggest global operator. The mobile telephone operations of Orange plc were merged with the majority of the mobile operations of France Telecom, forming the new group Orange SA. On February 13, 2001, Orange SA was listed on the Euronext Paris Stock Exchange with an initial public offering of €95 per share, with a secondary listing in London. In May 2001, Orange SA was listed on the CAC 40, the benchmark stock market index of the top 40 French companies in terms of market capitalization. In June 2001, the France Telecom mobile brands Internis, OLA, and Mobilecarte were replaced by the Orange brand. On November 21st, 2003, France Telecom withdrew the 13.7%. On November 21st, 2003, France Telecom withdrew the 13.7% of Orange's share traded on the Paris Stock Exchange. On October 2nd, 2002, the CEO, Thierry Breton, was given the task of turning the company around after the company became crippled by debt, following the drop of the company's stock price. On September 30th, 2002, the company's stock price was €6.94, down from €219 on March 2nd, 2000. France Telecom was the second most indebted company worldwide in terms of short-term liabilities. The company obtained €15 billion of debt adjustment that needed to be borne by banks and investors, another €15 as a capital increase from the French state since it was still the majority shareholder, an additional $15 billion in cash from eternal savings. On February 25, 2005, Thierry Breton was appointed Minister of France and Industry, and Didier Lombard, who had been head of the firm's New Technologies division, replaced him as CEO. And now we come to the present, which has been happening since 2006, which is Next Scheme and rebranding to Orange. The Next Scheme was the recovery plan for France Telecom, which aimed at, among other things, reducing costs, especially wage costs, carrying on a coverage policy for its products and services, and grouping together all the brands under a single brand, except for the activities dealing with the fixed-line telephone, which would stay under the designation France Telecom. Consequently, this led to the disappearance of a number of brands. From June 1st, 2006, France Telecom tried to commercialize all its products under a single worldwide brand, becoming the sole brand of the France Telecom Group for internet, television, and mobile services in the majority of countries in which Orange operated. Orange Business Services became the brand for all of its businesses, services, and offerings worldwide, replacing the Equant brand. In June 2007, Orange and Mid-Europa Partners acquired Austrian mobile network company One, rebranding it as Orange Austria. In 2012, it was sold to Hutchison 3G, and the Orange Austria brand was terminated. In November 2008, Orange launched 5 Orange Cinema series channels. To do so, Orange bought the exclusive rights from Warner Brothers for its first runs of all new films, previously held by TPS Star, a subsidiary of Canal Plus Group, as well as all films in its catalog and rights to the film catalogs of Gaumont, HBO, and MGM. Orange also secured exclusive rights to broadcast Saturday evening Ligue 1 football matches from the French Football Federation. Free accused Orange of tied selling as the Orange channels were only available to its subscribers. In June 2008, the firm abandoned a 27 billion euro bid for Swedish operator TeliaSonera after 2 companies failed to agree terms. In 2008, Orange was given permission from Apple to sell the iPhone in Austria, Belgium, the Dominican Republic, Egypt, Jordan, Poland, Portugal, Romania, Slovakia, Switzerland, and Orange's African markets. On September 8, 2009, Orange and T-Mobile parent Deutsche Telekom announced they were in advanced talks to merge their UK operations to create the largest mobile operator with 37% of the market. Both T-Mobile and Orange brands were kept due to differences in their targeted markets. T-Mobile remained the budget-conscious offering and Orange the premium one, although there was some overlap as of February 2011. On April 5, 2009, Orange won an arbitration court case against Orascom Telecom, forcing Orascom to transfer its stake in Mobile Nil to Orange at a price of 441,658 European euros per Mobile Nil share. On October 28, 2009, Orange changed the name of its Luxembourgish telecommunication company Vox Mobile to Orange. On November 5, 2009, Orange Armenia launched telecommunication services in Armenia. On December 11, 2009, Egypt's regulator approved an offer from a Unit France Telecom Orange to buy Mobile Nil. In 2010, Orange's CEO Didier Lombard was replaced by Stéphanie Richard. The company was also reorganized internally, most notably with the arrival of former Culture Minister Christine Avenel as head communications for the group. In mid-April 2010, Orange UK announced that it would outsource the management of its broadband network to BD. This announcement was greeted positively by broadband commentators who felt that the move was likely to improve Orange's broadband quality and customer services. On March 2, 2012, Didier Lombard, who remained special advisor to Stéphanie Richard, left the company. His departure shadowed by controversy over his stock options. He was suspected of having stayed within the company longer to wait for the France Telecom share to recover and then exercise his stock option. The share was trading around around 16 euros, whereas his stock options were at 23 euros. On February 3, 2012, Hutchison Whampoa announced that it would buy Orange Austria for $1.7 billion US. The deal closed on January 3, 2013, and the Orange brand was phased out on August 19, 2013, when its operations merged into 3. In March 2012, France Telecom bought 93.9% of Mobile Nil and an Egyptian mobile operator from Naguib Saros's Orsacom Telecom Media and Technology OTMMT in an effort to double its revenue by Meta by 2015. On May 28, 2013, at the annual shareholders meeting, shareholders approved changing the name of the group to Orange SA. This became effective on July 1st, 2013. In September 2014, Orange agreed to a deal to acquire Spanish firm Jazztel for a fee of around 3.4 billion euros. As of October 2018, Orange has teamed up with Google in order to install a transatlantic undersea cable, and to share data between the United States and France at faster speeds. Planned to begin operation in 2020, the fiber-based cable has a design capacity of 250 terabytes per second, Tbits per second, and will span approximately 6,600 kilometers in length. In July 2020, Orange launched a satellite-based home broadband service utilizing the Eutelsat Connect satellite. And there's the history of Orange. How did it become so popular? Well, I think with their acquisition of French Telecom, I think that's how they became very popular. As French Telecom was already very popular, and with them having that relationship with them, I think that's how Orange became very popular, and how they're still able to stand afloat to this very day. But anyways, with all that being said, I think I'm going to end off this video. If you guys haven't seen enjoyed this video, please make sure to like button. And also, don't forget to subscribe, because I try and do videos every single day. I know that I've been a little bit far behind on making videos lately, but I am trying to get back into the groove of making them as soon as I can. And I also do have some very interesting videos that are going to be coming out, hopefully very, very, very soon. And hopefully by the time that, and who knows, maybe by the day that you guys are watching this, this video is being uploaded to YouTube on the same day that I am recording this. So, yeah, who knows, maybe by the time that you're watching this video, maybe those videos might already be out, but if not, they should be coming out very soon. But, once again, don't forget to like the video, and also don't forget to subscribe to this channel and ring the notification bell so you don't miss a single video that I upload. And also, don't forget to do the same to my other two channels as well, including Exotic Dan Walkthroughs, where I do walkthrough videos for you guys, and Dance Place, where I upload the RMVs with the swearing in them, and some exclusive content on there for you guys as well. And until then, I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye!